Hello arty people! In this video I'll be showing you how I made this framed miniature doorway. I'm starting with the door and I've already cut out panels from a piece of card. Now I'm going to glue this piece to another piece of card to create the layers of the door. Next, I'm going to take the pieces of card I cut out, which I've trimmed around the edges, and then stick them on to complete the door. I'm using this ball end tool to push down the edges of the card to create a beveled edge. Now I can paint the door. I've chosen bright red and I'm doing 2 coats. Next, I'm going to work on the brick wall that surrounds the door. I'm going to make a brickwork stamp using a rubber. I've decided that the bricks will be 4mm by 12mm with a 1mm gap in between, so I'm marking out these measurements on the rubber. Then I'm cutting along the lines with a craft knife, going a couple of millimeters deep. To create the gaps between the bricks, I'm cutting the strips at an angle so they can be removed. Then I need to do the same to make the short sides of the bricks, remembering that every other row will be staggered to make the classic brick pattern. Now I'm ready to print the bricks. I've already cut the doorway from a piece of mount board and painted on a pale yellow sandy colour, which will be the mortar between the bricks. I'm using a paintbrush to apply the paint to the stamp, as I prefer the texture and the way I can vary the colours of individual bricks. Then I'm lining up the stamp with the doorway and making the print. I'll be going back later to touch up the bricks that haven't printed completely. Then I need to repeat this all the way around the doorway. Now I'm going back in with a paintbrush to fill in some of the bricks. Using thin paint in a slightly different shade allows the texture of the original print to show through, which I think gives a more realistic effect. Next, I'm going to add a door frame around the red door using a piece of white mount board with a rectangle cut out of the middle. Then I can stick the brick layer over the top. Now for some details. I'm going to add a small simple canopy above the door using layers of mount board. Then I'm going to add some steps at the bottom. The short one is one layer of grey card, which I've painted, and the long one is 2 layers. To make sure these are placed centrally, I could have measured them against the door, but I just eyeballed it. Next, I'm making the door details, starting with the door knocker, which I've made using a tiny bead and a jump ring. Then I painted it gold along with the letterbox and door handle, which were both made out of thin card. Now I'm going to make some plant pots to sit on the step either side of the door. I've made the front side of a plant pot using card angled in a way that it will come out a little bit from the wall for some dimension. And I've chosen to paint them a navy blue. For the plant in the pot, I'm using these little bottle brush trees, which I've trimmed to give a flat side and painted a more realistic colour. Now I can glue these to the wall. For all the card pieces, I'm just using PVA glue, and then I thought Yoo-hoo glue would be best for the plants. That's all the details added now, so I can finish it off with a mount. I'm using the mount that came with my frame, which is a little bit snug around that bottom step. Then I can pop it in the frame without the glass and it's ready to display. I think a customised version of this would make a great gift for someone, either to commemorate a house that they're leaving or celebrate a new one. You could even write the address on the mount. Let me know in the comments how you would personalise this piece. Thanks for watching, bye!